We have these every week now, but you really are in the form of your life, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty pleased. I mean, most of the time it's pretty good when, well, good or bad when I have to sit here and speak to you guys. So recently it's been good. Look, it's been great fun out there, and it's part and parcel of Test cricket, isn't it? I mean, you look at last night and the consolidation that we had to go through, it's all good, don't worry. The consolidation we had to go through. Look, they bowled very well last night, and yeah, to be on and off like we were was never going to be easy. I mean, I think Shami had 18 overs that he bowled yesterday from all of the breaks, and when you've got breaks to enable your opening bowler to keep having them to keep coming back harder and harder and harder, there's bound to be tough periods in play. So last night was definitely consolidation. Then look, this morning they bowled well, didn't they? The first 20 minutes. I mean, again, they're two big guys leading the attack. It was tricky. The ball was swinging around and everything, and it was just trying to shift that momentum back, trying to wrestle the momentum back, and that's why we love Test cricket, isn't it? There's ebbs and flows all the way through.
I don't know if it was a coincidence or if it was a tipping point, but after you had your little chat with Virat, your scoring rate went up quite dramatically, and you really got on top of the bowling. Was that a case of was he poking the bear or anything then?
It's a nice pun, that, isn't it, Rory? No, literally, there was literally nothing to it. We've been fortunate enough to play against each other for over 10 years now. So we've had some fierce battles on the field, and we're very lucky to be out there playing, because that's why we play the game, isn't it? Two very competitive people out on the field doing what they love, and that's why we play the game. You've got 11 guys on each side that are very passionate to do so well for their country, and yeah, look, it's passion. It's what you play for, and yeah, there's literally nothing in that. So I hope it clears it up. But look, it was great crack out there, and to be playing against a fantastic team in India is always going to be tough. And like I said, you've got to absorb those tough periods of time and try and shift and wrestle momentum back at others.
We've got Chris, Stefan, George, and then
Jonny, at some point tomorrow, hopefully, you guys can know what you need to do to win this game. Is there a figure in your head that you wouldn't like to go beyond, or is any time possible?
Not really. Whatever is set, and we'll go about it as to whatever's set. There's no point in looking at figures and everything like that. We know that we're playing in a test match. We know it's going to be day 4 and day 5 pitches that we're going to be playing on. That's okay. Yeah, we'll be going about it in the same manner and looking to take the game forward.
Should be going for it, come what may.
Why not?
Steph, and then George, and then John. John, well batted.
Thank you.
It's probably not something you can say, but from the outside looking in, it feels like you've been messed around a little bit in your test career, up and down the order, gloves, not gloves. Is this the greatest amount of clarity you've had? And if it is, how does that make you feel?
Look, you're the journalist. You can write about all of that stuff. There's no point in looking back over old ground over the last 10 years that we've played through. And I'm sure that you can look at some of the archives and dig a few bits out if you want to. But I'm just enjoying my cricket. I really am. It's been great fun, and sometimes like you look back over the last couple of years and look, everyone's been through it with COVID and some pretty dark moments, to be honest with you, like through COVID, through isolations, through bubbles, through being away from family, through everything that you can wish to think about. And I know that there'll be people in this room that have lost loved ones through those difficult times as well. But thankfully we're hopefully through the worst part of it, and hopefully putting smiles back on people's faces that have the bums on seats. So look, it's been a journey, hasn't it? It's been an eventful journey. It's been an enjoyable journey at times. It's been a journey of heartache at others as well, and it's all character building, isn't it? Really, it's all character building.
Are you feeling the appreciation though from the dressing room, from the crowd, even from us horrible lot in the media?
Well, thanks, guys. Look, it's just a different mentality. That's all it is. It's a different way of looking at the game. It's a way of being excited about whatever's set we'll try and chase rather than worrying about losing. You're going to lose games of cricket. You are going to do that. That's part and parcel of the game. People are going to be better than you. One week you'll be better than them the next week. And especially playing in the manner that we are when we're trying to take wickets. We're flying around in the field, we're trying to score runs, we're trying to entertain people. You're going to lose games of cricket playing that way. It's part and parcel of the way that we want to play the game, but ultimately, if we're enjoying the way that we're playing the game, then you're going to do better by enjoying that part of it. So therefore your performance will go up, everyone else's performance in the team will go up, and hopefully we saw the way that Rishad played in the first innings, how entertaining that was, the way in which we've played over the last few weeks. Surely that only enhances the game of Test cricket and only can do good for the game, and hopefully inspire the next group of Test cricketers to come through, because if they're seeing entertaining cricket, they're seeing it, people wanting to take the game forward, expressing themselves in different ways. Seeing Joe Root reverse scoop seamers and all of that malarkey, then surely that's great fun.
Okay, we'll take one each going forward. So we'll do George, John, Gavin, and we'll take from the Indians.
Thanks.
It can all be mined over that. Again, what are you doing differently technically? What are you doing differently for this run of ball?
Got no idea, George.
Really?
Yeah, just watching the ball. I've never been a great technician ever. That's why you lot have torn me to shreds a few times, staying leg side of it, going off side of it, ball through the gate. Genuinely, I've not really thought about technique and stuff like that, to be honest with you. I've just stripped everything back and just trying to focus on watching the ball. There's my honest answer. Yeah.
Ben went off big. Did you take over?
No, not that I know of.
Who did take over?
I've got no idea. Too busy running around and.
I saw you running around. I was wondering.
Yeah, no idea. Otherwise, I'd have brought myself on, you know.
Gav,
Denny, how are these Indian bowlers different to the New Zealand bowlers, and how are they more challenging in a way?
The New Zealand bowlers are incredibly skillful, and that's why I think they've got 3 of them in the top 10 bowlers in the world. So I think it's very difficult to compare one bowling attack to another. All have different attributes. Each bowler has different attributes, and that's what makes the game so good, because you've got guys that are 6'7" in Carl Jamieson to, well, Shami's 6'5'11", whatever it is. You've got different skill sets with each individual bowler, so I think it's very difficult to single out the differences, because look, you can look at different wickets, you can look at different conditions. We've seen the conditions here in the last couple of days compared to what we've had probably over the last 3 weeks, and how sunny it's been, to then we've had overcast conditions, we've had some rain, we've had some moisture, etc. The pitch probably is probably a bit quicker here, so therefore there's that to take into account as well. So it's very difficult and tricky to just compare 2 fantastic bowling attacks, because that's exactly what they are, and that's the reason why they were playing in the Test Championship against each other last year.
and 3 on the front row. Go ahead.
When playing an inning, attacking inning like that, can you throw some light about clarity of thought while going for those shots, because you never seem to be in double mind?
Look, clarity-wise, I think it's, like I mentioned earlier, it's just stripping everything back and watching the ball. Trying to manipulate the field into places that you're able to score in those different areas, but also you're going to have to take a couple of risks at some point. That's part and parcel of the game in order to try and wrest the momentum back against a very good attack.
Go ahead.
Coming back to the Virat episode, what was the discussion going on? Because from press box it seemed that you refused to invite him for the dinner. Is that right?
refused to invite him for dinner. As I mentioned earlier, there was literally nothing. As I said, we've been fortunate enough to play against each other for 10 years, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to have dinner, don't worry about it.
On a serious note, were you surprised that someone like Virat did it to you? Because mostly big players get more determined, more focused when they are provoked. Was that the case? Because Virat himself has done in past when he has been, verbal confrontation and all that had made him more motivated. Was that the case?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just part and parcel of the game. I wasn't surprised. That's part and parcel of people's characters, and you can see the passion that he plays with every single time he takes the field, and that's what makes him and his character such a big one within the game, and that's what motivates him.
Last one here.
Yeah. Jonny, do you think that the approach you guys are playing, especially you, Rishabh, all the stroke players are playing in Test cricket, do you think it can be played all over the world, maybe on subcontinental pitches, maybe in Australian pitches, or do you think this team scoring like the 4.5 runs per over on a day's play in an innings, do you think this is going to be the template of Test cricket in future?
Maybe not at Ahmedabad. Yeah, maybe not there. Potentially at a couple of other grounds. So we'll just have to wait and see. Look, I think that it's a fantastic brand of cricket that hopefully people are going to try and play. I don't see any reason why it can't be played in many parts of the world, which is